fuck it. What the fuck it do? Who the fuck are you? Frankie in my name and I got Frankie on my shoes. But I just wanna pump a blicky and a pump. Shooting like I'm Iverson, cause this shit gonna pump, yeah. Can't waste no time. We done grown so much like a great gold vine. No mistake what's mine. We done shot to the top, ain't no rocket science. We bout to blow up. Never gonna stop, gonna drop with no brakes inside. And that's for sure. Never gonna stop, gonna keep this vibe. 20 that token, I'm finna go put it in motion. You don't know what we doing inside of the lab. We be cooking up more than just post. Way more. Yeah, we plotting and scheming some rich shit. Yeah. We whipping some biscuit. Yeah. And these other projects couldn't fuck with us, cause they don't know my fingers are big lit. We big lit. What the fuck it do? Who the fuck are you? Frankie in my name and I got Frankie on my shoes. But I just wanna pump a blicky and a pump. Shooting like I'm Iverson, cause this shit gonna pump, yeah, yeah.
Gonna pump, no doubt. Coming for the top, we've been covering out routes. Parksville looking like a penthouse. At the top of the world, I've been chilling with the clouds. Hey, blackout in the booth. Working all night, man, I've been in my groove. AC 130, gotta hit him like Chris Move. Man, these bars coming in hot, ain't nothing new. Doc's in the mood, he been putting skeletons inside the brew. Hey, got the peasants in the room and the citizens here and my governors too. Listen, beat so fine, man. Every time I take a look, I go blind, man. I'm hypnotized.
What the fuck it do? Who the fuck are you? Frankie in my name and I got Frankie on my shoes. But I just wanna pump a blicky and a pump. Shooting like I'm Iverson, cause this shit gonna pump, yeah.
Back row.
Yeah. I turned to a monster, grew up with no papa. Deadbeat daddy, put more weight on my mother. I just kept on digging, get these diamonds at the rock, yeah. And now I'm here, and I'm blowing up your chakras. Bitch, I need that cargo, money out the iPhone. If we got a problem, then I'm pulling up the rifle. I'm the top dog, you can't name me a rival. You gave your best shot, it was dead on arrival, bitch. When I die, put my ledger in the grave. That's worth to Drizzy, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I sold my soul to the fucking blockchain. When I die, put my ledger in the grave. I'm powered up and I'm going nuts. Handing out these hits with another cut. Hey, you buying fiat, man, you dumber than Dumb and Dumber. I might just re-up on some ETH, man, you gotta love it. Yeah, this for my OGs. I don't want a home, I need a toad, yeah. I don't want a girl, I want a crypto hoop. And a fur ball with a dental loop. Gas super hot, I don't give a fuck. Big smoke holding up the line, Pizza Hut. Yeah, can I get combo number 2? Put a crypto punk in it. Oh, why don't you? Monster, grew up with no papa. Deadbeat daddy, put more weight on my mother. I just kept on digging, get these diamonds at the rock, yeah. And now I'm here, and I'm blowing up your chakras. Bitch, I need that cargo, money out the iPhone. If we got a problem, then I'm pulling up the rifle. I'm the top dog, you can't name me a rival. You gave your best shot, it was dead on arrival, bitch. I'm God, king of the crypto and NFT talk, no bling on my wrist cause my ledger been popping. I don't know nobody that could ever come and stop me. I've been catching bodies in the booth on kamikaze. King of the words and the verbs on chain. Shit so hard, I've been ripping off chains. Ring on my phone, guess my ex wanna hang. Got my first 20x, let these NFTs rain. I'm on the come up, I'm on the hunt, until of the hunt. Really racing, man, I gotta go run a big arena. I'm making these blunts, shit is bananas. I'm calling your nana, I'm trying to get her onto the DeFi. Mainstream banks with these deep lies, man, they're saving incentives a weak side. You'll be losing your mind. grind on this side, flipping them alts on this side. You'll be buying a JPEG on this side. You'll be comping a Franken on this side, man. I'm in a hurry, man. I'm in a hurry. Chefing it up, I've been making a curry. I got a ledger out of New York, and I got a ledger chilling in Missouri. 2020, man, my vision are blurry. All of my songs, they eat like McFlurries. Ethereum wine to dance in my liver, and a shout out to all of my Franken furries. 3D Franken Familia. You already know what it is, man. Let's go. I'm God, king of the crypto and NFT talk. No bling on my wrist cause my ledger been popping. I don't know nobody that could ever come and stop me. I've been catching bodies in the booth, I'm kamikaze. King of the words and the verbs on chain. Shit's so hard, I've been ripping off chains. Ring on my phone, guess my ex wanna hang. Got my first 20x, let these NFTs rain. NFTs rain, NFTs rain, NFTs rain. NFTs rain, NFTs rain, NFTs rain. 2020. Yeah, I'm God. La Familia. La Familia. Franken Familia. Welcome back to Franken TV, your humble host, the bearded Dan, here today. Got a good show for you today. I got a great show. I feel like the previous live streams, I was focusing a little bit too much on the short term. So today I would like to take a step back and provide a more long-term perspective. And it's some really good stuff. The space is just growing day by day, week by week, month over month, and the brightest of future. The future is very, very bright for crypto and NFTs. So it's very exciting when you zoom out. Now, obviously, it's very turbulent in the short term. It can be very, very turbulent, but we're going to talk more macro, more long-term stuff today. How we doing, everybody? How y'all doing? Let me remove this ticker. Actually, it's kind of a fire ticker. Smash that like while you're here. Would be very much appreciated. Not going to take too much of your lovely, sweet, precious time. It is Friday. The weekend's around the corner, so I know probably y'all are celebrating birthdays, going to weddings, just going to the beach, enjoying our last few weeks of summer. Make sure you do that. Do it up. We'll have all of winter to be degens and to be glued to our screens. How we doing? Zeus, Frosty, Spell, Will, Axe. We got Bacana, Luffy here, Bread. What's up, Meta Bread? We got the crew here. Beauties.
That's my ranking queen. She spent on my ends. Where she taking me? To the moon it seems. I don't want no apes. I don't want no dancer. Man, my life has changed when I met the doc in November. Gave a call to my cool cats, to my doodles.
That song always slaps so hard. All right, let's just get right into it. Oh yeah, Frankenpunks. We're gonna give away a couple Frankenpunks at the end of the stream, so make sure you tune in for the end, for the lovely ending. Okay. Let's see here. But how are we doing on our? We got 10 likes. Nice. Dope. Met you in the New York event. Let's go. That's awesome. Yeah, we met a lot of amazing people there. I'm happy that we met. New York was sick. New York's been so far the best NFT event so far. New York was really freaking dope. Alrighty. Shall we? Ladies and gents? Let's start off with a good meme, okay? Magic Eden put out this tweet where they were talking about the difference between Ethereum and Solana NFTs, which chain is your favorite. And they put this little teaser thing here and then a YouTube link, right? And then OpenSea. So these are 3 exchanges, right? Magic Eden is an NFT exchange. OpenSea responds back saying
Top Shot is a notable Ethereum project. This is what happens when you don't do your own research, making fun of them for getting something wrong. And then Magic Eden replies back, "Oh, right. That's why my Top Shot NFTs never got frozen." OpenSea, the centralization with OpenSea and the censorship and some of the shady shit they've done. So funny. And then LooksRare tweets this of like these two chicks beating the crap out of each other, like OpenSea and Magic Eating, and they're just chilling there hitting the freaking bong pipe. Just so funny. Like the top NFT exchanges just bantering, like just good memes. Just like a really solid meme of the fucking meme of the week. Meme of the freaking week. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Alrighty. Big news that happened recently. Samsung wants to make a crypto exchange to launch in South Korea, which is awesome. As we know, they almost have 1 billion active smartphone users. They probably well over 1 billion. This was the stats in 2020, so this is probably well over it and will continue to grow as more and more people start using smartphones, which is just nuts. This is massive. Just imagine like your Samsung phone comes with a Samsung wallet and they have their own exchange on there. Like this is incredibly good for the space. Really good stuff for the long term. Obviously, we had some blood. We're still in fear territories, borderline extreme fear. We had hold up. We're having some turbulence on Bitcoin. You guys remember I told you last week that we're in this bear channel, and usually these channels break down. And lo and behold, looks like I was right. I was telling you guys here, this is not looking good. If it doesn't bounce from here and it breaks, then this is going to be a continuation of this downtrend. And so far, we are trending down. Now we're trying to see if the previous low can hold. It's testing it. But they're battling. We shall see. We shall see. But one thing that's important to note, and I think a lot of crypto YouTubers or whatever are not taking into consideration, is that yes, like short term, these bear flags might be true and they might tend to be bearish, they're bear flags. They're bull traps and they tend to be bearish. They tend to trick you. But once again, you have to also take it with a grain of salt, because in the bottom of the bear market in the end of 2014 going into 2015, there were several times where we could draw out these bear flags, right? Of like, oh, look, it's a bear flag. We're going to go down. And yeah, it just chopped sideways, went up, didn't really do much, made another bear flag, and then bull run began. You see this? Then a bull run began. So like, yeah, if I shorted right here, would have been able to take good profit here, hell, even here. But it's not telling you what's going on in the long term. That's the thing. These are short-term time frames. It might give you an indication what's going to happen in the several weeks, maybe a couple months. But if you were just playing bearish here, you would have lost the fucking insane move from going from $170 to $20K. That's freaking ridiculous. We're talking, how big of a move is that? We're talking a near 9,000% move, ladies and gentlemen. You would have missed a 9,000% move because you're like, ooh, bear flag. I can predict the future, bear flag. So we need to be looking at what's going on here with a grain of salt of like, okay, we're forming another bear flag. We knew what happened here. Maybe I think it's just going to be a sideways chop. I'm starting to lean towards the lows possibly being in. It really depends on the stock market. I think we'll chop sideways, but you need to consider that the RSI hit a very low level back in the June lows that it only hit back in 2020 of that dump and in the end of 2018 bear market. We tapped that zone. This is historical. We only come down here every few years. This is very important. So like, once again, Bitcoin is down, 60, almost 70% from its highs. Like, you need to ask yourself, are you going to be a greedy bastard and cross your fingers hoping that it goes down to 85%? Just how, like, are you going to be a greedy bastard if you were expecting Bitcoin to go up another from 67K to 100K, sell in the profit, you're in profit, sell in profit. Greedy people got so greedy up here, including myself. So it's like the same thing happening. Like, people are expecting lower, 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 just how people are always expecting higher, higher, higher when it's like the best time to buy, best time to sell. People are hodling and they're saying no, hold. And now technically we have fire sales everywhere in crypto, everywhere. You have really solid gaming projects down over 90%. You have Bitcoin down, what is it right now? 65%. Like this is really low, 70%. 70%. Like this is insane. If you were buying up here, if you thought these were good buys, why would you not be buying here? Why would you not be at least getting positions? So I think from a longer term hodl standpoint, you should definitely be sorry. I, as a longer term holder of crypto, am going to be dollar cost averaging and taking positions simply because we cannot predict the future. We have no idea. I can toot my horn and be like, "Oh, guys, I told you it was gonna go down. We broke it." But I don't know what's gonna happen here. Like we literally have no idea. It could chop sideways. It could go up. The short term is really hard to predict. Like it just is. It's extremely difficult. It can go in any freaking direction. Because we're just following the Fed, it's like you're just you're hoping that some magic wand is going to be waved and you're predicting which direction this wand is going to be waved, and it's just too chaotic, man. It's just a waste of your energy. You're better off, in my opinion. I mean, if you're a trader, by all means go for it. I'm not a day trader. I like swing trading and I like holding long term. I'm a people's person. I like to spend my time like doing things and like building shit. But some people are very analytical, and that's totally fine if you want to trade. Like, you just got to know who you are, what you're good at, what you suck at. So yeah, like I know it's not what you want to hear. Dan, tell me what's gonna happen, bro. No one freaking knows. Even El Capo on Twitter was like, "Oh, here we go. We're gonna crash. We're gonna crash. We're gonna crash." As Bitcoin did a 30% move, and as Ethereum went up 100%. So he completely missed that play here. So I'm just saying, longer term, we're in a good spot in general, we're in a fantastic spot. Like historically, it's showing that the RSI hit on the daily time frame, hit lows. Let's check the weekly. We hit even on the weekly also. Holy shit. Look at the weekly on the RSI down here. The relative strength index, right? That's what the RSI is. Man, why is it doing this? Why are you doing this to me? Why? Oh my god. What? Yo, chill. I just want to see what it looks like, man. Yeah, look at that. Wow, we went lower than the 28. Bruh, this might actually be the bottom. When you look at the RSI, it went lower than the 2018 capitulation. It went lower than the Pandy drop. It went lower than the end of 2014 drop. We legit dipped under. We went down to 25. Oh, sorry. 26.41 on the weekly. Holy shit. That's significant, ladies and gentlemen. That's very significant, in my opinion. So, yeah, like looking at it from this perspective makes me believe that the bottom is probably in. And I don't think these bear channels that are forming, these bear flags, are good indicators of what's going to come in the future. Though they might be good for short-term to medium-term trades, I do think like you're going to miss the real moves if you're just looking at it and being like, bear flag means bearish, means we're going to be bearish. Because I'm showing you, I wanted to show you the end of the 2014 bear market, and when you form multiple bear flags, like multiple, you could even call this one a bear flag too. Like, how is it that it breaks up and then we went and just did a ridiculous gargantuan run? So you really need to ask yourself, okay, like, yes, there's really big crypto Twitter people who are bearish and they're getting a lot of attention. Could that actually be the contrarian edge to be bullish here? I think I don't know. It's so confusing. Like once again, don't worry about too much in the short term. Just try to zoom out and think about 2024, 2025 and play it that way, because you're just going to save yourself a lot of stress, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and you're going to end up winning, right? If people who bought Ethereum back in the days and they didn't touch it till years and years later, they won massive. Generally speaking, that's how you win. You win massive in this market. Play it long, zoom out. Don't let all the Fed, everyone's talking about the Fed. I know I'm talking about it too, but that's just short-term shenanigans, right? It's just short-term shenanigans. Zoom out. Things are really good for crypto. If you're bullish on crypto, these are you have fire sales going on. So that's that. Not financial advice. The Dixie, this is the dollar index, has just been going parabolic. Y'all saw this. It's just boom, exploding. Now, this is good for the US dollar, right? Oh, it's becoming stronger. That means things relative to it will be cheaper, which helps to fight inflation. But here's the thing. Global trade is suffering real bad because of this. Super bad. Foreign markets are getting devastated because not only are their currencies inflating faster than the dollar, but then with the dollar tightening, the wealth effect and the wealth destruction is insane right now, right? Like, you take any country that has double-digit inflation, and then they're still doing a lot of their trade, and they're still pricing a lot of their goods in dollars. US dollars is currently the world reserve currency, right? And so they're just getting absolutely destroyed. So they can't just keep going straight up. Like, the dollar just can't. Otherwise, you're literally gonna have what's been going on in Sri Lanka. You're gonna have that everywhere for months. You're literally gonna devastate millions, if not billions, of people's lives. So they just can't keep spewing up the dollar like this. With this much of a parabolic run, the dollar does have wiggle room to come a little bit lower, I feel. Doesn't mean it needs to go crashing down, but it needs to cool off so that the forward markets just don't get devastated. It's just it's fucked. If I'm being totally honest, it's insane what's going on. So we could see this happening in real time. The RSI is forming a lower high, even though we're basically about to make a new high. This is bearish, my opinion. This could mean that we're going to have a cool down or a rollover in the dollar in the beginning of the dollar falling now. Remember, these are the best times to buy assets whenever the dollar is peaking, right? It's all about psychology. Like, people, with the dollar this strong, you look at it and it's like, okay, I want to buy more dollars. But if you applied that same psychology to Bitcoin when it was at 60K, usually the best time to sell is when you don't want to sell, right? The best time to get rid of your dollars is when it's so damn strong and you don't want to get rid of it, but it just can't keep going up forever. It simply cannot. It literally won't, because we have like 300 trillion global debt. 300 trillion. You think they can just keep rising this up without things literally snapping and blowing up? So this will inevitably stop when the dollar's strength cools down, and when we see the euro start bouncing back, when we see the Canadian dollar start bouncing back. This will be good also for assets. So it's kind of just like you're twiddling your thumb to see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen in the short term, but I do think the dollar is in a process of rolling over. I do think it will start rolling over, and when the dollar weakens, like, look what happened in 2020. God, why? I'm like literally such a trading view noob. This was hit a peak in March, and then this moved down. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This moved down in the dollar's dominance all the way basically at the bottom is where we had the top in crypto. May 21st, where the dollar had hit its lows back in 2018. Wow, that actually was also the top in the crypto market in 2018. Y'all remember February 2018? Wow. So the dollar is just, you can really just look at the dollar and get a feel of what's going to happen across all the asset classes. Right now, you need to ask yourself, after this much of a run up, okay, will the dollar just keep bursting through? I doubt it. I'm personally bearish on the dollar. I think at some point this thing's going to roll over, at least just cool down and just move sideways and down. If it does some like snap shit where it just breaks an important support, that'll be very bullish for the markets, for equities, crypto especially. So that's my personal belief, my personal opinion. The dollar is in a process of topping. It's in a topping process. And when it begins its downtrend is going to be when we go crazy again. So we'll see. We'll see when this happens. But if this is the top and we're going to start a 1-2 year downtrend, that means the bull run is already beginning for crypto. And even though it doesn't feel like it and no one's talking about it, hardly anybody, and it's so much bearish sentiment still, like we still have a lot of bearish sentiment. Remember, a lot of people are out of the market. We've been in these fear zones for months, weeks. We've been just in these low fear zones. Look how long we've just been tapping it. So we can't, like, it doesn't last like that forever, ladies and gents. It doesn't last like that forever. Zoom out. Don't let the Fed keep distracting you and, oh, I'm going to wait to get the perfect price. I'm going to wait to get the perfect price. It's the same psychology of, I'm going to wait to sell at the perfect price. Oh, it's so bullish. I'm up 200%. I'm up 300%. I want to get 340%. You're getting greed to the opposite side now. So you need to be self-aware AF and just ask yourself, do you have the magic genie powers of predicting this market? If you do, bro, you do you. I don't. I legitimately don't. That's what I've learned is the majority of people have no idea what the hell they're talking about, unless it's like very long-term stuff. I know it's a lot easier I think to make bets in the long term than to do short-term shit. I just don't have a magic hat. And I'm going to look at probabilities and I'll make a prediction or two, with a grain of salt, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, the bottom's definitely going to be in this zone and it's definitely going to come down here. And we literally don't know. So, ask yourself, if it doesn't happen, would you be mad that you didn't at least take some sort of a position, take some sort of a bite out of the market? You all make your own strategy, come to your own decisions. These are just my opinions. Okay. The VIX volatility index just means how volatile is the S&P 500. This is interesting what's been going on. I told you guys it would break out last week, and it did. It broke out. We were at like 19 or something, and I said the VIX is preparing to push through. So far, it's literally doing exactly like I said. Like it was bullish. It was quite bullish. The RSI, depending on what it does, if it breaks this trend, you guys see I made this trend line here. You see this? If it breaks that and it makes a new high on the RSI, man, we're probably going to get blood in the market then. Then this is going to go up and up and up, and we're going to come to these highs up here, and that might be the bottom, or at least the higher low. If this is a false breakout and then the VIX is actually coming lower, it's in the process of going lower, and it comes to this lower region, then we're going to have a rally, another rally. So I don't know. We just got to see. But I did say it did favor bullishness after just moving down that much. See how it pans out. I do think it's going to continue its breakout. It is looking pretty good. The Fed was, I don't know. The Fed said like kind of a nothing burger today. Nothing that, like, the same stuff that we already know. I don't think it's even worth talking about it much. We see a lot of dumb shit going on, man. What is this debt relief stuff? Have you guys been seeing this? They want to basically just tax the working class and then shuffle money around to people who got worthless degrees. What a joke. What a joke. What is this? What is this? Can't be gagged off of debt, gauged off of debt. Is the dollar gauged off inflation? The dollar index, the chart I was showing you, the dollar is gauged off it's relative. It's basically just pegged against other currencies. So there's a basket of other currencies. What is it? It's the Japanese yen, the British pound, the Swiss franc, the Canadian dollar, and there's one more. So it's literally the dollar gaining dominance, even though it's inflationary, even though it's literally losing its buying power. It's gaining dominance because it's not inflating as aggressively as all these other fucking shit coins, as all these other currencies. They're debasing harder, and that's essentially what's causing the dollar to gain so much strength. Plus, I think the Fed is actually tightening the most aggressively right now compared to all the other banks across the world, right? They've been leading the charge. After the Fed has been tightening month over month over month, then you have like the European banks coming out and saying, okay, we're going to tighten. and like the first time in like decades, the Canadian banks coming out, we're going to tighten. So they're leading the charge. So it's such a bizarre time where all currencies are still inflationary. They're losing their buying power, yet the dollar is rallying. But you need to understand that it's just compared to other currencies, right? It's just pegged up against other currencies. And yeah, what is the dollar based on? It's just all my money is in the peso, actually. Yo, let's go. Let's freaking go. I'm actually just converting all of my money into soya beans. I think I'm bullish. I'm bullish on the soya bean market. A little cup of tea. Cheers. Yo, what's going on, Lux? What is happening? What's happening? Okay, let's talk more shenanigans. Yeah, like what is going on in this? It's unfair to force a truck driver to pay a loan for someone who got a PhD in gender studies. Taxpayers shouldn't be footing the bill for student loan relief, and Biden's order isn't constitutional. If anything, universities handing out worthless degrees should be on the hook. Here's the problem. Like, I'm all for people who got like degrees that aren't paying well and like heavily in debt. I'm all for assistance for them, but they're still not solving the root problem here. They're not, right? This bill, all it's doing is just reshuffling money in the economy, taking money from like plumbers, working class people, people who are making bread and are paying tax, taking it from them, and helping these people who are in debt. But we're not solving the root issue, which are the unis who are just raising their tuitions year over year, heavily inflated. You want to talk about inflation? Yo, these unis are charging up the wazoo, but the quality of the education is not increasing relative to the cost. It's not solving anything. So they should be going after these unis for like, yo, like stop this shit, like regulate it, go hard, like make it better. Make it so that, hey, if you want to go get a PhD in whatever it is, psychology, gender study, whatever it might be, just make it worth, like make it more accurate to its worth. Make it not so damn expensive. Like it's just basic shit, but nah, like it's ridiculous. These decisions in government are laughable. They're laughable. So it is what it is. Ron never ever stops lying. Graduate loans were not included in the new rules for the truck drivers who won't understand a PhD is graduate. Okay, so I see. Depends on the thing. I mean, nonetheless, look, semantics here, right? Nonetheless, still, we definitely need to fix the inflation of the education. It's ridiculous. Like, someone shouldn't go so heavy into debt. For half of these people, guys. Like I didn't go to an art school, but I know a lot of people who did, and they took on more debt than I did when I went to school. And I know an education doesn't mean if you get punched out a guaranteed job. You need to do stuff. You need to network and push yourself to its limits. But a lot of them are just baristas. Like, they're just baristas, man. Like, come on, like supply and demand. Okay. Do you think the amount of demand for someone who got a gender studies degree is as high as someone who got an accounting degree or someone who became a freaking surgeon? It's not to downplay whatever you decided to do. It's cool. You're a free person. Study what you want, man. But at the same time, there was no sit down when I went to school and people were like, yo, this is what the job economy looks like. Like, why are you going to school? I want to go. No, I want to go learn. You can learn on the internet. You can learn at home for fractions of the cost. You go there to get a higher, to up your skills so you can request a higher wage. That's the real reason why. But like uni culture, I remember what it was like on dorms. It's so degenerate. Like, people are burning mad money from their parents or loans to just do drugs and party and bomb their classes. Like, it's like the culture is not what it seems like. And I know that's on the people at the end of the day, and there's nothing wrong with living a little, having fun, but it's just not efficient. it's extremely wasteful of resources. It's wasteful of time. It's in these kids, 17, 18, 19-year-olds fresh out of high school have no clue what they're getting themselves into. I had no idea. So it is a big issue. Maybe this is part of the solution of creating a dialogue around it. It's good that, that we are talking about it now, but it's just interesting to see the solutions at play. Becker, we got Bexter. I can't name any crypto billionaires whose billion comes from revenue of a crypto service. NFTs in crypto will completely change the legal identity verification, loan, auto, home, advertising, music, intellectual property rights, and etc. industries. The billionaires not here yet. Yet will blot out the sun. By crypto service, I mean product that uses crypto tech to provide a service that generates revenue. Binance and exchanges are not that. Something like ETH that doesn't generate revenue is not that. It has to be a product people buy, sell, pay to use. Axie or STEPN might qualify. Might. I'm currently working on something I think could do it. Yeah, Becker is right. It just shows how early we are, right? I know like OpenSea is worth like 14 billion or something like that. It's diluted valuation. But once again, like OpenSea is an exchange. Like, are they offering a service? Maybe. But even then, it's like you're not going to OpenSea to like. Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, it could be argued, but I know what Becker is saying. I understand what Becker is saying. We're just really early. What do you guys think of that? We're hella early. Okay. How long can they strengthen the dollar before the economy collapses, or our trading partners can't repay their debts? Then see, that is exactly what is going on. It's a double whammy between the two. The printer is coming. It's just not here yet. Powell, just turn on that money printer. Oh my lord, such good memes. He's right though. Like it's getting really bad, and they cannot just keep making the dollar so dominant, like month after month, week over week, because it's going to legit kill our trading partners. Like just destroy them. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. All roads lead to inflation, which means all roads lead to higher priced Bitcoin and crypto. Look at the reply. How's that been working lately? You mean over the past 50 years or over the past 5 months? Laughing my ass off. Love this. I'm actually so happy I saw this comment. This is exactly why I wanted to do this stream, and exactly why I wanted to focus on something that are more long-term, more macro. We need to zoom out. There's so much noise in the short term. The short term is just designed to get you off your foot and lose track of the macro. Ladies and gentlemen, the past 100 years, ever since, is the gold standard. Ever since 1970s, when we removed the gold standard, the dollar has been dying. The US dollar has been dying. It's just been inflated. And what's been propping up the dollar's value has been it being the reserve currency. In other words, the deal that was signed with the Middle East to have everybody buy and sell their oil in dollars, price it in dollars, buy it in dollars, and all this other trade stuff. That is changing, right? We talked about the BRICS nations. What is it? Brazil, Russia, India, China. There's one more part of that. They are working on a new global reserve currency. And with everything that's going on, global trade is not as it once was and will no longer be. The game now is how powerful are you domestically? Can you get your own oil from your own country? Can you grow your own crops? Can you produce your own chips? That is the meta now, and that's the meta we're going into, which I think is good. In a way, like global trade's fantastic. It's revolutionized our lives, but there's also politics at play, right? In Canada, we have such a rich country with like commodities, oil, minerals here, like food that we can grow. But there's been politics going on where we've literally shut down our own oil rigs. The people in power shut down our oil rigs because there's politics going on. Because it's like, oh, sign this deal, get the oil from them. And if we turned everything back on, it's out in on the west side, Edmonton, Calgary. If we are just like restored all the lines to its maximum, our oil would be like right now would be half its price, you know? So there's a lot going on in the world, but I think we're very blessed, you know, like if you have food, if you got a roof over your head and you're making money and you're getting by just fine, like you're very, very blessed. These are very harsh times, especially for people who are around the world. But once again, remember the long term, ladies and gents. Remember the long term. Do not forget it. Don't get lost in the noise. Okay. Don't get lost in the noise. My conviction is unshaken when it comes to gaming becoming the first mass market for crypto. My entire career is structured around this single belief. I'm all in. Crypto gaming will be massive, and those will actually be the first products and services that will generate big money. Just how Becker was saying, Axie, STEPN might qualify, but it's going to be a gaming product or something around that. That's just what it makes sense. And of course, all of the things around like identity verification, getting loans, advertising, music's going to be big. It's just we're so damn early, so we don't know who like we haven't even seen any big players emerge yet. I know there's Royale and there's other players in these spaces who are doing pretty cool things, but it's got a long way to go. The Fed has lied about reducing money in the system since June. They've done the opposite, which is this white line here. Okay. It's actually been ticking up. Notice how the relief rally is perfectly aligned with this unannounced easing. They're playing politics due to elections. Yuck. Yep. They're playing politics. Midterms coming up. I think I told you guys about this a month ago, that when midterms usually has a rally because they want to essentially buy votes. If you throw the market into a recession right now, like deep recession, like imagine the S&P drops 50%, right? Like something very scary. Bitcoin goes down to the 10Ks, 9Ks, 8Ks, whatever, like a real 08 recession. We haven't seen that type of a recession in 12 years. So if that were to happen right as these midterms are coming up, you basically lose all of like the sentiment. People are going to be like, the Democrats got into office and then the markets got effed. Screw them, right? That's how people see it. They made everything expensive. Then they made us all broke and made us all lose our jobs. So that they're trying to toe that line very smart. And what Elio has been talking about is basically the markets are going to be propped up temporarily until midterms is done, and then we get the real big bad dump. We'll see how that pans out. Should be most afraid when everyone agrees with your market thesis. Contrarian bets print the biggest gains. Yep, you guys know I'm a big believer of this. Bullish on people still grinding on crypto. Soon enough, everyone will call you lucky once again. I watched Bitcoin go through 2 bull runs before I really started taking it seriously. Many people that left will be back. The number of people involved with each wave is only growing. True facts. Izu, I talked about the mint. It was not as hype as I anticipated. I thought we would sell out quick. We didn't, but they sold out about half their collection, and then they stopped the mint and they said, hey, we're just going to airdrop anyone who minted an Izu. So holders will receive an airdrop of 1 Izu for every Izu they hold, which is cool. So you're going to double your holdings. So if you have 3, you'll have another 3 coming in. Very dope. I mean, I like that. I like that they did that. They're self-aware of like, look, this is not going to sell out. We don't want to just have our mint open so long. So that's cool. But you should also be ready for a dump as soon as this airdrop is done. The floor is holding up slightly above the mint, which is cool. But yeah, we'll just see where it goes. Like, it's a very vague project. They did do a good job building up a following, but you know, I even for a bear market, hey, the fact that they're able to raise is still impressive. Like, these are very hard times to do like these kinds of projects. You know, it's very, very hard. If you go search up NFT on Google Trends, or we're at all-time lows of search results, there isn't a ton of attention in the space. It's very select few projects that are doing well. So yeah, it's cool. We'll see what happens. The art has not revealed yet either. So also be prepared for when this airdrop comes through. And then also as the art reveals, this floor is going to plummet, in my opinion, unless they like drop some next. I think they're doing a coin airdrop, Psy token, Psy coin. So maybe they'll do something like that. Where to earn lifestyle applications sounds like Step-in, sounds like Sweat coin. We'll see what they're doing. Maybe they're building something really sick. Who knows? Let's see. Kevin O'Leary is dropping some mad heat regarding crypto. He's really into crypto regulation as well. He's got a lot of wisdom. I definitely think you should listen to what Kevin has to say. He's done several podcasts throughout the last couple of weeks that are very, very interesting regarding these midterms that are coming up, especially. He's so bullish. He has like 30-something positions in crypto. He's super bullish on metaverse gaming. He knows that he's calling crypto the 12th sector of the S&P. It will be a part of the 12th sector of the economy soon enough. So really cool shit. Like there's a lot to be excited. There's a lot to be excited about in the long term. Okay. There's a lot to be excited about. Okay. I'm going to take away this ticker. I'm going to take away this ticker. What is a good Cardano wallet? I don't know. I don't use ADA like that. How about G Money's project? What? G Money made a project? Really? Huh. I don't see his. What's going on, Angelo? Should we get to these giveaways now? How are we feeling? I think we do some giveaway action. Canada also got the nicest people, I swear. That is true. Canadians are very nice. Sometimes to a fault though. Sometimes too nice. I think it's about a balance. But yeah, I do have to say we have very kind people here in Canada. All right, let's do these giveaways. Let me just StreamYard/giveaway. I thought we got we got 22 people in here. Let's go. The Franken stuff is going really good. Chapter 2 is dropping today. Chapter 2. So we're going to have some more lore coming your way. Really exciting things coming for Punksville. I'm not going to say a peep. I'm not going to say a word about it. We're keeping it on the DL. But y'all, bro, we're going to make y'all really happy. That's all I can say. We're going to make you guys very happy, very excited, and just make Punksville super freaking juicy, man. Super freaking juicy. Yeah, we're going to make it Frankie AF. It's going to be sick. So very stoked with the items in development, the items that will soon be completed. Pushing B. Pushing D. Pushing P, baby. All right, let's get this.
Dr. E so evil.
Are they working?
Ain't no telling in the lab what he gon' do.
Alrighty, let's get these giveaways going.
So the doctor, he took me to the Franken Tower. Yeah. Sweeping the flow, doing them all, do it again, do it some more. Sweeping the flow, do it again, do it again.
Jazz Jaeger just won a Franken punk?
I got some more, holding them all. Hard on my Franken, I'm hard on my Franken, I'm hard on.
What?
You see these hands,
I normally exclude team members. Because it's for the community. So I love you guys. I'm sorry. We exclude team members.
Put a motherfuckers in the mud, buzz like light year. How we fly around her, I'm the plug.
I mean, maybe we should just do it. Wow! Yeah, we exclude team members. I'm sorry. I love you though. I want to bless the community. This is how the war started. Right, Savior. First winner is Savior. Congrats, my friend. Congrats. Screenshot this. Submit a ticket in our Discord that you won. We'll get you on the winner list. All right, winner 2. MT, congrats. You won yourself a Frankenpunk. Take a screenshot of this, submit a ticket in our Discord. Meta bread. Okay. Last one here. Dude, how is Gaz just won twice? Okay, let's just give it to Gaz. Gaz, you pick whoever you want. Forgetting it twice, we just gotta like give it. Gaz, just nominate whoever the hell you want. You got it twice. That's the RNG gods just blessed you. I rigged. Nah, bro, this shit ain't rigged, fam. 30 entries here. That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Gaz is too strong. Pick a number between 1 to 14. But what happens if people pick multiple numbers? Okay, I mean, Gaz, you just pick someone in the chat, bro. YOLO. Zeus, pick 6. See, now we have double numbers. That's the only thing there. I think I should just reroll, bro. It's gonna be too because we're gonna have doubles. It's up to you. Pedro got it. Oh shit. Pedro got the number 14. I guess we just go with who said it first, right? That's fair. All right, that's our final winner is Pedro. Pedro Casagrande. Submit a ticket on our Discord, brother. There we go. All right. Well done. That was hype. That was quite hype, wasn't it? Isn't it, fam? Isn't it? Bruv. GG, well played. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, submit those tickets in our Discord to claim your Frankens. And when you're there, make sure you swing by, learn about the DAO. Okay, we got some great shit in the works. Alrighty, GG, my Frankens, GG. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your Friday. I'm gonna peace out of here, and I'll see you guys next week. All right. It's been a pleasure as always. As always. Take care.
Shorty pick a number, ask her what she want, and she told me that she only need a one-on-one. You can go and check the wallet, I'm just having fun. Watch some money come, I ain't tryna flip, baby, I just bought the dip. And yeah, my bitch is curvy, I ain't talking about her hips. Didn't need a white list, took a shot I can't miss. I'm just sleeping while they sleeping, they forgot the D-list. Now I'm like, oh no, I don't want that FOMO. We about to blow. Don't blink too quick, might miss it when we go.